care at stake. Today, a major blow to the financially strapped El Paso Children's Hospital, and the CEO, though, remains optimistic.
We'll honor the judge's order as we would in any case. So,
is the Children's Hospital going to be able to survive this?
Sure, absolutely.
Our complete coverage of children's bankruptcy struggle, it continues with the latest information. Also, controversy tonight on a $200 million city project. Could a move by one city rep mean that your street just got bumped off the repair list? And nearly a decade after storms destroyed parts of the borderland, our New Mexico mobile newsroom tonight in Hatch, where recovery is far from over. Hey, speaking of water, El Paso Water Utilities has a new responsibility tonight, taking care of an El Paso family. But they're probably not who you're thinking of. Nicole, you gotta love that one.
Oh, I love that one. And welcome back, by the way.
Hey, thanks.
I'm tracking showers and thunderstorms on Doppler radar. Just how much rain are we expecting overnight and the rest of your work week? That answers StormTrack weather.
All right, thanks, Nicole. It's all coming up next. Get ready. You become part of the day's news right now.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7 at 9 on the El Paso Las Cruces.
Hello,
CW.
everybody. This is ABC-7 at 9 on the CW. I'm Bob Harp. We'll have all the stories you're buzzing about tonight coming up in just a little bit. Speaking of coming up, what about those rain chances, Nicole?
Those rain chances are still in the forecast, but this is what we're keeping an eye on so far. Doppler radar, as always, we're tracking most of that moisture tracking into our region. We're also tracking the temperatures where we're currently sitting in the 80s, but are we expecting a cool down? That answer coming up in just a bit, Bob.
Hey, the team's together, Nicole. We're back.
Finally.
I know,
reunited, and it feels so good.
It's been a while, you know, but we'll talk about that coming up in just a bit, but good to see you. Hey, well, let's go ahead and start right now with our complete coverage tonight. This, of course, of El Paso Children's Hospital as it tries to survive bankruptcy. Today, a judge told Children's it has 2 weeks to start paying rent to the county hospital. $2.3 million in rent, to be exact. Judge Christopher Mott also ruled today that starting next month, Children's will then have to start making monthly payments of $869,000. None of that money, though, includes the rent UMC officials say went unpaid for more than a year. County officials say it's a step in the right direction.
The purpose for the rent is depreciation. We never asked the taxpayer to pay depreciation. So we never said, hey, if we need to rework floors or if we need to knock down walls or put in new carpet or put in new electrical for any purpose, we're going to put it on the taxpayer.
So the judge not ruling the way Children's officials were hoping today, but CEO Mark Herbers says that the hospital will do just fine. But he does say compromise is not out of the question.
We have been continuing to keep the doors open and talk all along, so we won't stop that. Thanks.
Children's also sent us a statement today saying, in part, we want to thank our physicians and employees of El Paso Children's Hospital who have remained steadfast as we have navigated through this bankruptcy process. Now, those physicians strongly oppose a takeover by the county hospital, saying they don't trust UMC's leadership. There are a lot more hearings scheduled in this bankruptcy case, of course, and then there's that lawsuit Children's filed against UMC. That's coming up in October as well. Well, tonight, controversy on a $200 million plan meant to improve the streets you drive on here in El Paso. Back in 2012, a study found a lot of the roads here are in bad shape, and City Council then approved a list of those most in need of repair. Since then, City Rep Larry Romero added to that list. He put streets from his district ahead of others already scheduled for improvement. Well, some are saying any changes to the list should be approved by City Council for the sake of transparency, although not made by individual city reps like Romero did. Well, Romero said when City Manager Tommy Gonzalez was hired about a year ago, he talked to all the city reps about the streets in their districts. Romero says he then showed an engineer manager which streets he thought were more important than streets already on the list.
So after doing a tour of our districts, we told them, okay, well, we think these are the streets that you should be concentrating on first, whether it was because they were in worse shape than others, or whether it was because strategically for our district it was more important that there be good access.
Oh, the concern here is that Romero possibly violated the city charter and set a dangerous precedent by giving directions to a city employee not the city manager. But Romero says city reps should have the discretion to make changes to that list based on input by residents without going to city council. Already a lot of you telling us what you think about this on Facebook. Let's go ahead and start with Kip tonight, who's telling us the question here should be, is there a city official who is not crooked in El Paso? Very doubtful. They all need to go. Stephen, independent audit from outside of city to check all activities this city council have done. And James, all the streets or certain streets, because I could name a few that need attention. Again, this posted just a few hours ago, so join the discussion. And more city news. Today, council also made a move to boost downtown business during lunch hours. Now you can get 2 free hours of parking if you park at the Anthony parking lot in the Union Plaza district. And that will run from 11:30 to 1:30 Monday through Friday. Chihuahuas fans, are you ready? El Paso's AAA baseball team is about to play for its first conference championship. The Dogs take on Fresno in a best-of-5 series starting tomorrow. El Paso has not seen a minor league championship in 21 years. Jim Paul, the former owner of the El Paso Diablos, says the new downtown ballpark could actually help this team go all the way.
I think it's a big deal for the city because, you know, all the controversy that went with getting the stadium, you know, everything that was so controversial, then we don't even think about it anymore. The ankle biters have gone away, and the city is now very proud of their stadium and proud of their team.
Swung on, hit high.
Games 1 and 2 are tomorrow and Thursday in Fresno. You can listen to them on 600 ESPN AM radio. The series then comes to El Paso Friday with Game 3 at Southwest University Park Friday night at 7:05. Now, if needed, Game 4 is scheduled for Saturday at 7:05, and Game 5, again, if needed, would be an afternoon game, 1:05 on Sunday. Go Chihuahuas, and hey, if we win this, no doubt it'll be in front of a home crowd. How cool will that be? Now, if we do see any rain tonight, we know it won't be nearly as bad as we saw in our region 9 years ago. Remember the storm of '06, the one that ravaged El Paso and Doña Ana counties? Well, for weeks after that big storm, the area still got pummeled in certain areas, like the village of Hatch, New Mexico. It got hit hard again just weeks after the big storm, when the Placitas Arroyo breached. Businesses and homes and the livelihoods attached were simply destroyed and washed away. Our New Mexico mobile newsroom crew spent the day out in Hatch today, getting a first-hand look at the flood recovery. 9 years later, life is still not what it once was. Again, our New Mexico mobile newsroom crew, they're giving you images and the stories of what people are dealing with there just north of Las Cruces in the village of Hatch. Again, it's been 9 years, and you almost can't even tell by looking at some of the video because it looks like a lot of abandoned areas, if you will. Like, we stopped by this one restaurant, that's Pepper Potts, and they are back in business. But parts of the village untouched, an apartment complex full of debris, broken glass, abandoned appliances, and we even found a house that has a big X on it. Simply a reminder of all those evacuations, but it's also a reminder of the bond that folks up in Hatch share every day.
That's what living in a small town is all about. It's people care for each other more than, unless you live here, more than you'll ever know.
Well, the director of the Public Works Department saying that they clean out the arroyo every single year, and they really try to prevent what happened 9 years ago from ever happening again. Wow, Nicole, Storm 2006, it seems like yesterday for some of us, hitting the borderland with a fury. And then again, as we saw a month later, other parts, they were just devastated. But the rain you're forecasting tonight, nothing like that.
Oh, nothing like that at all. But we still have those rain chances in the forecast for tonight and the next few days. First, let's check on those current temperatures out there. It's still nice and warm in El Paso at the airport. We're actually still in the upper 80s, 81 Las Cruces. And as you can see on Doppler radar, most of the moisture is well to our south and towards our southeast. So that's where we're going to head first along I-10 towards Fort Hancock and Sierra Blanca, where you can see those storms moving towards the south. Looks like they're tracking towards Van Horn. But as you can see, the bulk of that moisture and the thunderstorms are well to our south, currently affecting Mexico. But our temperatures today, 102 Valley View Middle School, that was the high. And in September, we're still seeing those triple digits. Loma Terrace Elementary School, 100 was the high today. Presa Elementary School, 98. So as you can see, we're still dealing with those hot temperatures, but we are tracking a cool down. We'll talk about those cooler temperatures and what the rain looks like for the rest of your work week in your full forecast. Bob?
Yeah, the cool down. It is September, Nicole, right? Hey, well, ABC-7 and Tech Stop with live traffic coverage for you tonight. As we always show you, this is I-10 and Horizon out on the far east side. Looks pretty good out there so far, folks. No major incidents to talk about, so be safe if you're hitting the roads tonight. And don't forget, you can connect with us every night by using the name CU on the CW. Just find us on the big 3 social media apps. You can also join the discussions happening right now at KVIA.com. That is also on Facebook as well. So that is how you can join the talk. Now, building a new storage facility. This for the El Paso water utilities. This has you talking tonight because folks there doing the construction uncovered a few unexpected guests who were living right in that spot.
We're losing our grasslands, we're losing desert habitat, and all the grassland birds, including burrowing owls, are becoming species of concern.
11 burrowing owls, 2 adults, and up to 9 babies. They called this spot home. 4 months ago, they almost lost their home due to construction. Migratory birds. They are protected by law and they cannot be disturbed when they are breeding. That is when Texas Parks and Wildlife stepped in to help out, and they came up with a plan. They're saving the owl habitat by doing some cool construction, connecting PVC pipes with a nest box, and it secures the owl's home under a large mound of earth. So they're actually working with the owls. Biologists hope that others will be inspired to do the same.
We're losing our grasslands, we're losing desert habitat, and all the grassland birds, including burrowing owls, are becoming species of concern.
Contact with breeding animals on your property. All you have to do is contact Texas Parks and Wildlife officials. They'll tell you exactly what to do. We have that number for you right there on your screen, 915-227-2988. Again, 915-227-2988. We have that number also on our Facebook page in case you missed it. Nicole, how cute are those animals, huh?
So cute, and a lot of people agree. Let's get to some of those viewer comments.
Yes.
Christopher says, as long as there's cash to be made, the power won't care about the animals or the habitat. Juanita says, I hope they do everything to protect them.
And Rodney's saying this, who are you? And what are you doing in my house? Yeah, like that one. Frank saying, hoot. Oh, question mark. I guess I should say hoot. And Mario.
Hoot.
Hoot, hoot. How about that, Nicole? All right, awesome, Mario says.
And what so many of you are saying, a simple message like Vanessa, how cute. And Adam says, that owl is so cute.
Seriously. And then so many people are tagging their friends on this one, Nicole. I was checking, you know, as we do every few minutes because so many people leave comments. A lot of people not even commenting, just saying, hey, check this out, check this out. So people are interested in this story and saving those animals.
Of course. When it has to do with animals, people are always interested, right?
Always. You know, hey, you know what also has people talking tonight, Nicole? I know you've seen this video, the high school football, the story out of the San Antonio area. All the wrong reasons is why people are talking tonight, or are the reasons. Players accused of attacking an official during a game, not once, but twice. And as you see, it was all caught on tape. The boys said that they had good reason to do so. What the school district is saying and what you're saying coming up in just a little bit. Also, fresh on our Facebook page tonight, the talk over Pope Francis and his streamlining the Catholic Church's annulment process. Essentially, it makes it easier for Catholics to get divorced. And Elizabeth has this to say, that is the epitome of mercy, not judgment. Elizabeth, thanks for that comment. And what else you're saying about it coming up, Nicole? How about that rain?
Well, I'm still tracking those rain chances, but I'm also tracking cooler temperatures. But are we in for one more triple-digit day? That answer in StormTrack weather.
This is ABC 7 at 9 on the CW. You don't just watch the news here. You are the news. We'll be right back.